Welcome back to Financial Freedom. I'm your host, Mike Davis. In today's video, we have breaking news with the Biden student loan forgiveness bill. Is it going to get banned as it is now being held up in court? I'm going to be breaking down exactly what you need to know with this latest news that is coming out as soon as just moments ago, and make sure that you have everything that you need to know to make sure that you have a full example and understanding of what is transpiring in this news today. That being said, before we get into today's video, sit back, relax, enjoy the video, but hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and also leave your thoughts and comments down below. So let's go over this in detail, and then at the end of the video I'll break down and kind of dumb it down and give you guys the straight news of this and what is coming of it and what this will likely lead to in the future. So obviously the news of the day is the Biden student loan forgiveness program temporarily halted by appeals court. While millions of borrowers have applied already to the program, which will grant up to $20,000 in loan forgiveness for eligible applications. But what is happening here? Basically, a federal appeals court Friday temporarily stopped the Biden administration from moving forward with its plan to forgive up to $20,000 in student loan debt for millions of Americans. The Eighth U.S. Circuit Court, okay, so it's not the Supreme Court, anything like that, of appeals, issued the halt of a one-page order that will remain in place for a short period while it considers a request by Republican leaders in 6 states to block implementation of the program. There you go. This is done by 6 Republicans that are likely trying to halt this deal at any case or any understanding, basically as quickly as they can get this halted and just kind of hold this up as long as possible. What I think this is a lot of just bargain, a lot of jargon, and basically it is kind of strong-arming the one side. So the Republicans are trying at anything to get this bill paused, not passed through, just held up, halted, anything like that. And this is basically their way of doing it, is stopping it in court. Now, likely, like it is said, this is a short temporary pause. This is likely not to have any type of serious implications for this bill getting passed. It is literally just slowing down the process. That is basically the simplest way of understanding of what's happening here. Republicans are trying to stop Joe Biden and the Democrats from passing this through. It is likely to fail, but it will make this process slow down a little bit and basically just hold them up and kind of just strong arm the other side. But let's kind of dive in and give you a little bit more details. But that is as simple as I can put it of what is transpiring with this latest news. The Biden administration has said in its court filings that it wouldn't discharge any student loan debt before October 23rd, but that's coming up, like we all know. The appeals court order at least pushes back the start date a few days, though the White House officials have said it could take weeks to process the bulk of the applications. White House Press Secretary Karen Jean-Pierre said in a statement that the order does not prevent borrowers from applying for the program or administration from reviewing the application. So as you can see, you can continue to go on here. You can send your application. They're going to review it. It's not stopping the process. It's literally just slowing down the day this bill gets passed. It's really just strong-arming. The Republicans are using this as jargon, probably using it up for the midterm elections coming up. Anything that one side can do to the other, it is kind of simply how it goes. We will continue to move full speed ahead in our preparations and compliance with this order, Ms. Jean-Pierre said. The administration will continue to fight Republican officials suing to block the efforts to provide the relief of working families. There you go. It's just one side attacking the other side is pretty much what this whole story is about. It is very important that the legal issues involving presidential power be analyzed by the court before transferring over $400 billion in debt to American taxpayers, said Nebraska Attorney General Doug Peterson, who is a part of the appeal. The Biden administration estimates the debt relief would cost $379 billion over 30 years, while the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office released a similar estimate of around $400 billion that assumed 90% of the eligible borrowers would apply. Friday's decision by the court comes one day after the judge of Missouri denied a request by the group of Republican leaders, state leaders, to block the program. The appeals court, which is a hearing appeal of the Missouri judge order, stated a brief schedule with the deadlines early next week. So you can see they've tried one time, it failed. Now they're just trying it again. Slowing this process up by any means necessary is pretty much all you need to know about the story. But this is the latest news with the Biden student loan forgiveness. All the details of what's transpiring, how it's going to probably lead out. It is literally just a blimp in the road for this bill to get passed. It's Republicans fighting and trying to crawl and knead and do everything possible to not get this bill passed, but it is likely just a blink in the road, and we are going to see this bill passed. But this is how stuff time transpires. The one side working against the other side. That is the story of the day. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave your thoughts and comments down below. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of Financial Freedom. I'm your host, Mike, and I will catch you guys on the next video.